asking when the mods get paid is pretty intense for me. It's quite hard, forward slash easy to answer, I guess. But what I will say to you is most of the mods that are in the Discord or in the stream on here were on the live Twitch streams for the most part. I think pretty much all of them were actually. And they have been paid in some respect. They've always been given Steam keys, things like that, my love and support, being available to chat, stuff like that. I think that's enough pay for the past. Maybe going forward, if I become like a big million subscriber YouTuber, maybe there would be a chance for a bit more. Best analog horror series that I've reacted to, or at least watched. I'm going to be honest, I can't really answer that without being biased, to be honest, or at least being potentially horrible. Because I've reacted to so many, and I don't think I can specifically say that there is a main one that really does stand out to be the best. Every analog horror series that I do react to or I check out, I'm going to kind of say more react to in this. They all have their own unique way. The way I see it is I'm not going to react to something if one, I'm not going to enjoy it or I'm not feeling the vibe. Now, I will be honest, I have had it before where I have reacted to a series, I've got halfway through it, and then I've completely stopped because I was feeling it and then I wasn't feeling it. I wouldn't say there is a best analog horror series for me on my channel, but what I would say is that every single one does have its own unique value, and that's why I vibe to it, and that's why I react to it, and that's why I try to push the creators by reacting to it and making sure their content is seen by more eyes. Am I planning to make my own analog horror series? Yes. And I have been doing it for about a year. Let me tell you that. But right now, I am on a writer's block. I have got kind of far into doing it. There are trailers that you can see on the channel somewhere. And it's doing okay. I won't really go into much detail about it. All I will say is that there are rats in it, and there's a lot of death. That's all I can tell you. But what I will say is it will be out at some point soon, but I wouldn't be able to confirm exactly when. But based on the question, yes, I am making an analog horror series. I have people that I'm kind of in talks with to get it done, voice actors and stuff. But I will plug it in now. If you want a voice acting position, check me out. Right, so this question's again a bit of a hard one. What do I find annoying or repetitive in analog horror? So it's one of these things which I think a lot of people will probably agree, or it's just a common thing within the community of analog horror that I think for me, it's people that just put in really pointless jump scares. That's what I find a bit annoying because it can be very repetitive when you've watched so much analog horror and then there's just a jump scare, but you know when that jump scare is going to come. And I think what also is kind of annoying to me, which it is annoying, but at the same time I can kind of see it, and this is why with my own series I'm going to kind of be switching it a tad, if you get my point. But some people, I think creators, or at least some, are too scared to try something new. Because as we all know, analog horror is kind of oversaturated within reason. There's a lot of things that are kind of repetitive, yeah. The scary faces, I could add that in actually. Cheap jump scares that are literally pointless. The story to me is important. I think that is something that you need to have good for an analog horror. And I've been very open about that and said that a lot, even in my reactions. But I think what's annoying is that sometimes people are too scared to try something new. You need to try something new to keep a niche or a community around. You need to try something new. And with analog horror, there are new ways you could do that. I can't think of those ideas on the top of my head right now. But if you come back to another video, maybe I might be able to let you know of that. but in the long term, it's the scary faces for me. It's the cheap jump scares. The VHS effects sometimes can be kind of annoying. It depends on how cheap they are. Because, like, sometimes you can just tell by watching a video and it's like, you've just shoved that on. You've not done anything with it. You've just shoved the VHS effect on and then just got some, like, basic stuff online, made it black and white, and that's that. And it does happen. I've seen it, and I've not actually reacted to any of that, but I've seen it. And yeah, that's just my thing that I think is kind of repetitive. Um, and I think also the repetitive thing I will add into that as well is the same kind of story all the time. There's one entity, you got someone that's gonna die, and that's it. That seems to be quite common. And also, going about that, AI art. Now, AI art, I have no problem with it if it's used correctly. Not gonna specifically name and shame people, because we probably know who they are within reason. But AI art in analog horror, sometimes to me, is a little bit meh. That's all I'm gonna say. What inspired me to make reaction content? Well, kind of hard to say that. So I was doing a live Twitch stream back in 2021, I think. Yeah. And one of my viewers called Carl, he's gonna love me that I've mentioned him in this, but anyway. I mean, he might be like, what the fuck? But anyway, but he was telling me to check out the Walton Files, and I remember reacting to it on the live stream, and then I was like, do you know what? Maybe I could use this as like something new, because I'd always done horror gaming, and horror gaming just wasn't getting me anywhere. It was getting me some subscribers, but not like I am now, obviously within analog horror, just reaction content. And yeah, so I done a bit of an edit and uploaded it and got some quite good views on it. And then I found out that obviously What Involves is like analog horror, or at least within that sort of genre, right? And I just YouTubed it and found loads of content, and I was like, damn, this is somewhere to go. So that's basically what inspired me. Is one of my viewers from one of my Twitch streams to just check out reaction stuff, I guess. If I could change anything within my channel, Um, I think it would be being more of on a schedule, because I've always had times where I've been a bit quiet, which is kind of happening right now. But anyway, but I'm ill, so it's not. It is what it is. But yeah, um, I'd also say that if I could have done reaction content way before, then I would have. Horror gaming is oversaturated. I thought I could be like, this unique person. You understand? And I mean, I'm unique in my own way. Bad gameplay, chat a load of rubbish. Basically, what keeps you guys here, and obviously reacting and chatting crap. But anyway, but in the long run, if I could go back now and not have done horror gaming and jumped into reaction content straight away within analog horror, or just maybe anything really, I think that is what I would change. For the most part, and maybe like I say, keep the schedule like I said, and quite a hard one, man. I don't know. Maybe reach out to more people. Maybe that could be another thing. But other than that, I'm quite happy with how things are right now. And also editing, actually. I wish I could have added more editing to stuff from day one. Because I've added more editing to my reaction content now. But before I never did. I mean, I did. But it wasn't like zoom ins and memes and things to make it a bit more boom in your face, you know? So, yeah, that's another thing. Other than that, I'm quite happy. I'm proud of myself. I hope you guys are proud of me too. Favorite fruit? Oh, I don't know. I don't really eat fruit. I mean, I do eat fruit, but oh man. I'm saying and I don't like saying I'm not gonna edit this out. There's no point. But for me, I'm probably just gonna say a banana. I don't really eat much else. I can eat bananas, but oranges, oh no. I had an accident at school when I was younger with an orange. I'm not gonna go into it, but you can probably get the idea. To this question, I don't think it needs subnames. I don't think. The reason I say that is I think subnames would just confuse it even more, to be honest. analog horror in like general, like I say, we have said is oversaturated. A lot of it is some of the same stuff. There are some very unique stuff out there which I react to. But point situation is to me, I don't think you need to identify it as like classic analog horror or, whatever. I think it's fine. You've got analog horror and you've got digital horror. I think having them two together, perfectly fine. I think a subgenre, if anything, would affect the algorithm in some respect. It's probably going to affect views on stuff. It could be a benefit, but at the same time, I don't know. I think what would happen is in regards to how the community already is, I think it would just cause more of an argument. Like people will be like, "Oh no, but this one is classic," but then no, but this one's modern, and it's like, but why? And then you're never ever going to be able to figure out exactly why. And then people will have different opinions, and like we know as this community, it's kind of like it's happy for the most part, but there's also quite a lot of things that happen in the background, and there's a lot of like disagreement with different things. And for me personally, no, I think keeping it as it is right now is probably easier. I think bringing more to it is just going to cause more hassle potentially. And I don't know, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. But for me personally, keep it as it is. Nah, don't need to board it out. There's no point. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. I actually don't know if this was an actual question, to be fair, in the Discord, but I wanted to answer it anyway, because I think it's fucking hilarious. Why am I such a silly goose? Because I like to stream and basically show my stupid personality, which most of the time I chat shit, and, yeah, my ugly face. Again, I'm not sure if this was a question or not, but either way, I'm going to answer it. And yes, there is now an OG role in the Discord. Thank you, Volts, for posting that. You actually did remind me to make one, which I did, probably about a month after it. But anyway, there you are. Got some Q&A questions for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. It was a little bit simple, to be honest, but I just thought, why not? Get it done, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's any more Q&A questions you have and you want to know, let me know what they are in the comments, and, I'll answer them in the replies or something. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out, keep it locked, and leave me alone.